The last section reads, he was lying on the ground when Anna came running over to help him, and in that moment he decided it just wasn't worth it to try to impress her anymore. So here we have background information. He was lying on the ground. And then we have a piece of action when Anna came running over. So this is setting the scene. And remember that we're going to use our estaba for setting the scene. So first of all, the verb to lie down is acostar. And it's used reflexively. What a surprise, right? Acostarse. So he was lying on the ground, or he was lying down on the ground, either way. So we're going to have estaba acostado en el suelo. Get rid of this bit here. Now we have our action. So this is background, right? He was lying on the ground. Cuando. Now, Anna came running over it. This again is something, this particular bit actually, what doesn't translate that well directly. In Spanish, what they would say is Anna arrived running. So, Ana llegó. And then corriendo for running. You would use the ing here. It's with double A, corriendo. So, estaba acostado. If you wanted to make it, of course, explicit, you could too, right? So, you'd have él estaba acostado en el suelo cuando Ana llegó corriendo. When Anna arrived running. And they wouldn't bother translating this over here. To help him, para ayudarle. Ayudar is another verb that takes this le quite frequently in order to help to him, to give help to him or assistance to him. And in that moment, so we have y en ese momento. He decided. Again, I'm going to make this explicit because if you just said decidió, it's not clear if you're saying she decided or he decided, right? So we need to make that clear. This is a good example of where you would need to do it. Él decidió that it just wasn't worth it. This just is going to be, it simply wasn't worth it. Decidió que simplemente. Okay, get rid of this. There is a phrase you hear a lot in Spanish. I'll put it down here actually, which is no vale la pena. Like it's not worth the pain. Now that's, or you could say vale la pena, it's worth it, or no vale la pena, it's not worth it. So it's worth the pain or it's not worth the pain. This is standing for worth. Now, what we're saying here is in that moment. So we're not in the present tense, we're in the past, right? In that moment, we're telling a story. So this phrase here of no vale la pena would change to no valió la pena, because we're expressing that in that moment in the past, he decided that it just wasn't worth it. So let's put it in. Que simplemente no valió la pena. To try to, so tratar de impress her, impresionarla, and any more would be más, simply más. De, like that. So we have, él estaba acostado en el suelo cuando Ana llegó corriendo para ayudarle. Y en ese momento, él decidió que simplemente no valió la pena tratar de impresionarla más.